Hey guys, so it might be kind of loud here because I'm at the train station. In short, I got the job at Smith's, and the person that hired me on told me that I needed to do training in Salt Lake from 12 to 4 and then go back to the store in Brigham to do training tomorrow at 8 until I get done, which takes about 6 hours. But when I went to go get my paper filled out for time clock, they told me they don't do testing at the store. All of the training is at the Salt Lake location. So I was unaware that I was going to need to be in Salt Lake from 12 to 8 o'clock. So I didn't have anything planned out. I had a UA for DCFS in which I had to miss because the office in Salt Lake closed at 7 and the office in Ogden closed at 8, and I didn't get out of the training until about 7:15, and I had to ride the bus. And then I'm at the front runner right now, and I have to wait a half hour until I can get on the front runner to take that to Ogden to get on the bus to Brigham. But I think I'm gonna miss the time that the bus stops running, so my aunt's gonna come and pick me up. I'm very thankful for a lady that was at the bus stop in downtown Salt Lake. She was actually from Brigham, where I'm from, and she told me where to go, but I didn't catch all of the information, and I had to, well, I didn't have to. I was just retarded, and I got on the tracks, and I went the wrong way. So I went to the airport, and really I was supposed to be going the opposite way. So I had to get back on the tracks and go back uptown. So anyways, here I am. So I'm gonna do my work skill, my driver's workbook while I'm sitting here waiting. So yeah, that's the story of my life right now, okay? Anyways, I'm gonna do some of this booklet and then I'll get back with you guys in a minute.
Может, намного брать. Вот. Стейк, он вроде как небольшой, но вес там смотришь, небольшой. Но его принесли где-то вот такой. Он достаточно толстый. И два гарнира, да. Я взял пиловочки, я как не помню, что я взял, но я этим объелся. Плюс там бесплатная вода. То есть вот собираешь, и тебе никуда не добавляют. Только ты на воду. Плюс еще там булочки не надо. Булочки и сыр сладкий.
Now arriving at Lakefront. Is this your destination? Please prepare to
So I am in Salt Lake again. I'm gonna just collab both videos together from yesterday and today. Shoot, here we go, shoot. So I was supposed to UA. So here I am. I am on my way back home. It was one heck of a day. So I was on my way to training to finish off my day. I was gonna make a video of me pretty much all day, but my phone died in the middle of recording it anyway, so it's now like 10:30 I rode the bus to the front runner, and I got off the front runner and got on the tracks, and then I thought,
The next station is Layton.
maybe
Please
I
allow seniors and persons with disabilities to use designated seating.
should hurry and run over to Task real quick and do my UA for DCFS. And so I was already on the tracks, and I hurried and Googled Task to see where it was at, and it said to get on a different color of tracks. So I got off, and when I got off, I figured, oh, I'm just gonna rollerblade there because it's gonna be quicker. So I started rollerblading up there, and when I turned onto a road, and when I got on that road, I seen that there was no sidewalks, and it was all like really tore up. And then the way it was telling me to go, I couldn't go that way because there was a track station right there that was blocking it. So, needless to say, I was heading one way, and it said I was going the wrong way, so I turned around to go the other way, and it then again said I was going the wrong way. So I asked somebody what way I was going, and they told me, and so I had to turn around again, and eventually I got on the tracks. And when I got on the tracks, I realized that it was going the opposite way that I needed to go. But then it ended up circling around and going the way I needed to go. So I was sitting there stressing out really bad. We get to 900 South, and I needed to go to 1300 South. And I had to rollerblade like 3 miles to Task. No, altogether, trying to rollerblade to Task, it was about 3 miles. So I hurry and get my UA done.
Please hold on to handrails when using the stairs.
Again, me thinking, and this time, I had already, if I wanted to complete my WBLs, which is the testing on the computer, I would have had to be there at like 2 o'clock. And when I left Task, it was like 2:30. So I'm like trying to hurry. And it said that if I was riding a bike, which I was rollerblading, and that's about this, I guess you could say you go the same speed. I don't know. I feel like I go pretty fast. So if I was riding a bike, it would have been quicker than riding the tracks. So I figured I would just hurry and rollerblade. 3.5 miles later, well, no, 2.5 miles later, I end up at a 7-Eleven because I'm seriously dying of heat at that point, and I was sweating sweating worse than I ever have before. I was like, my back was like drenched, every part of my body was sweating. So I'm like dehydrated, so I stop at 7-Eleven and I buy me a couple Gatorades, and I asked the cashier clerk, how far Redwood Road was from there, and that's where I needed to go. And he said a mile, so I'm dreading it, but I keep going. And on the road that I was on already, because I had to rollerblade up like 4 blocks from that road, the road I was on, I would have had to anyway ride like 4 blocks farther the other way to get onto the tracks from that point. So I figured just keep going. So I kept going. Finally I get there and it's like 3:30. And did I add in there
Now
that
arriving
it was
at Layton.
what?
If this is
yeah.
your destination, please prepare to exit.
The lady at the training center said that when I arrived at Smith's, it was 102 or 103 degrees, so it was really hot. And so, like, when I got there, I was seriously like trying to cool down, and it took like over a half an hour for me to cool down. So then I get on the computers and I'm like, I asked if I could go to the bathroom to like rinse my face off and to kind of cool down. And I started looking for my phone, and my phone wasn't in my bag, it wasn't in my pockets, it wasn't anywhere. So I went back and I got on the computers and I started doing the test, the training, and then I asked the lady if she'd seen a phone, and she said no. So she said I could go and look. So after like a half hour of doing the training, I went out and was looking for it. And a girl from my training class yesterday told me that I could use her phone. So she called the 7-Eleven and asked, or she dialed the number, and I asked the clerk if they found a phone, and he said yes. Well, after the class, the trainer told me and this other kid that she would give us a ride to the tracks station, and she would also take me to 7-Eleven to grab my phone. And when I went in the 7-Eleven to get the phone, the guy seemed like he was joking around, and really actually he wasn't. It was the truth. He said that he tried to charge the phone to, first he said he said, how am I supposed to call you if your phone is dead? Or no, how are you supposed to call me if your phone is dead? I don't know. And then he's like, I tried charging it to see if there's anything good in there. Something, I don't know. And like, I thought he was kidding, but my phone was completely dead when I lost it, and when I got it, it was charged up a little bit. So like, not a lot, but a little bit. So probably enough for him to like go through it. So he did actually go through it, and I feel like that's not okay. Anyways, so she takes us to 7-Eleven, and then we're leaving to go find a track station. She gets lost. She can't find it. So we're going like
The next station
looking
is
around,
Fairview.
and we couldn't find it. So she had to turn around and go the other way. And finally we found it. And I met there was the kid that got a ride with me. He was there, and he was like super annoying. I am sorry to say this, but he just wouldn't be quiet, and I just wanted to put my headphones on and like do my workbook. And then also on the way to Salt Lake, I ran into this kid that lives in Brigham, and he's got a disability and he has seizures and stuff. So it wasn't really a problem for me to talk to him, but I was going to work on my workbook on the way there and the way back, but I didn't get to. I did a little bit right now, but I figured I would make a video. Anyways, so that's the story I have to tell you. I really wish that I could have recorded my day, because I really just wanted everybody to see how hard we really are trying, and it's not easy, but if you really want something, I just kept telling myself in my head when I was rollerblading those miles, If you really want something, you're gonna get it, and if you really put your mind to it, you're gonna get it. And sure enough, I made it there, and I'm on my way home. It may be 12 hours later,
Please
but
keep the aisles and
I
stairwells
still
clear
did
at all
it.
times.
And I feel accomplished by that. I didn't miss my UA today. I made sure that no matter what, even if it took me rollerblading 6 miles, I still did it. Because really, I could have rollerbladed like a half a mile to get to the Salt Lake Training Center, but instead I rollerbladed 6. So that's that. I'll see you guys later. Bye.